Shalom, this is Levi Shore. Welcome back to Swing Torah. Okay, today we're going to talk about the greatness of kindness. So I don't know if you ever felt this way. Probably everyone at some point has felt like they don't really like where their life is at, and you really want to make a big change in your life. Or you look around, we're watching the news, and we just don't like to see where the world's at right now, and we want to really change it for the better. So we have a really powerful tool, that we can use, and it's all in our power, and it's kindness. It's the power of kindness. So to see the power of kindness, for instance, we could look at a very wealthy person. So let's say a very wealthy person, he gives $1 million to another person. I mean, that can really have a great impact on someone's life. It can completely change someone's life. Someone could be completely poor and destitute, and they're given this $1 million, and they're back on their feet. They can start their own business. They can prosper themselves. It can make a huge effect. Or if someone gives $1 million to some organization, it can really solidify it and help that organization to really thrive and grow. So, that can really make a huge change. But, most of us don't have this vast amount of wealth to be able to give $1 million here and there. But we can do something that's actually even more powerful. We can give $1 million $1 at a time. $1 to this person, $1 to this organization, and just consecutively, just keep giving and giving $1 at a time, which is all, we can all afford that $1, and we can just keep doing it consecutively. And that, in some ways, can have an even greater effect, a more powerful effect on the world. So one thing it does is, when we constantly are giving, we just become, it makes us better people. It makes us kinder people. We're just always looking to help someone out, and we're giving $1, after another. And you may think, oh, well, this $1 doesn't really affect that person's life. But it can have a huge effect, because each one, even if it's just even if it's a penny, even if it's a nickel, even if it's a dime, a quarter, anything, just the constant act of giving is just creating a huge change in ourselves, making us more giving people. But each one, let's say each one of those dollars, has the ability to inspire someone else, that they will also start to do kindness. So it can spread the kindness out in 1 million different directions, and then each one of those can be like a little spring of kindness. So it can be very powerful, just giving a little bit, but just constantly giving $1 after another can have even a more powerful effect on the world. Okay, so what can we do to increase our kindness? What can we do to improve our lives with this kindness, improve other people's lives around us with this kindness, and start to make the world a better place? Is one powerful thing we can do is we can start to work on our own humility. So one thing is that we all have to recognize that we're not perfect. We all make mistakes, and sometimes we have those bad days. We say the wrong thing, we do the wrong thing, and it feels horrible. And we hate those days. And we have those great days where we really help someone. We really lift someone up, make someone feel better, just give something, even if it's a nice hot meal sometimes, it can really just rejuvenate a person. And those days make us feel great. And the key is that, just recognizing that, we're not perfect, and judging other people like how we want to be judged. Appreciating that, we make mistakes, chas v'shalom, sometimes we do averas, but we have to pick ourselves back up, look to start doing more mitzvahs, and looking at others the same way that we would want to be, judged ourselves. Having the humility to understand that we're not perfect and other people aren't either, and looking for the good in them. Looking for the good. And we should be humble in the presence of Hashem. There's only one God. There's only one infinite being, that's perfect. And no one can really, live up to those standards. We strive to be like God, to be someone, that's constantly giving. And we can be humbled in the fact, that even, when we make mistakes, even when we do bad stuff, chas v'shalom, from time to time, Hashem still is giving us kindness. Hashem is still constantly giving us life, giving us whatever we need, even when we make mistakes. And we should have the compassion on other people to do the same for them. People make mistakes. We should stop, expecting others to be perfect, and look at them how we want people to look at us. So another great thing that we can do to develop our kindness is a thing called a karsa tov. It's an appreciation. It's appreciation. It's like we just talked about. It's an appreciation. We make mistakes, but Hashem keeps giving us life. He gives us money to survive. He gives us all these great things. Now, Rabbi Akiva, when he was asked What's the klal gadol of the Torah? What's the main goal? What's the main point of the Torah? He said the mitzvah of v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, the mitzvah of to love your friend like yourself. And that's the core. That's one of the core goals of the Torah, is getting us, is this beautiful mitzvah that's pushing us to love everyone like we love ourselves. And the better we can feel, about ourselves, that we can be more kind, compassionate people, the better we're going to treat other people. So for instance, if someone works really, really hard on something and accomplishes it, you feel great, but it can be a danger there. You feel like you've really earned something, which is fantastic, and that's what we should be striving for. And it feels good to really work hard on something, whatever it is. You study really hard for a test and you get an A, or you work really hard on some kind of business enterprise and it takes off and it's successful. Whatever it is, we feel great about it when we accomplish it because we know we put in the hard work. But the Karsa Tov comes from appreciating that even though we did it and we took all this time and we put all this effort and this thing, was successful, it wouldn't have been successful without all these other factors. For instance, if Hashem didn't give us life, if Hashem didn't give us health, if Hashem didn't give us the money and the resources, if Hashem didn't give us the hatzlacha, the success, it never would have worked. And also we should appreciate, the other people in our lives that maybe helped us accomplish it. We didn't do it in a vacuum. Maybe we had people even just giving us kind, encouraging words. Maybe we had other people giving us financial support to, accomplish something. Maybe we had, people giving us, the time to do it. Like for instance, when our wives give us the time, to work on something, to learn Torah, or to work on business. Other people give us time sometimes to do what we want. And appreciating all these things, appreciating what others are doing for us, appreciating what Hashem's doing for us, this Akarsa Tov, is a great way to increase the kindness, in ourselves. And the kindness is going to make our lives better. It makes us feel better about ourselves. It can really pick people up around us. So we can make the world better, and it seems pretty simple, and we have the power. Everyone has this power of kindness. So B'ezrat Hashem, we'll all go out, and we'll start making ourselves kinder people, and we'll start making a kinder world, and we'll be happy with the lives we're living, and we'll be happy with the world around us. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back soon on Sweet and Good Torah.